Outlook has different methods for handling spam and what I like to call bacon, or subscription newsletters and other authorized machine-generated email. I call it bacon because it's technically wanted, but in large quantities, still not good for you. Now, in Outlook 2019, Outlook will intelligently try to sort out your email for you, placing more important email in this Focus tab, and Bacon, or those subscription and machine-generated emails, in this Other tab, formerly known as Clutter. Now, sometimes, though, this might not automatically happen, and you will need to train Outlook to send certain kinds of items to this folder. For example, automated accepted messages from meetings or conference rooms or assets that I manage, I don't want these cluttering the more important emails in my inbox. So these type messages are a good candidate to send to this other category. They are not spam, and they are definitely not a priority, so they really don't belong here. To train Outlook to send these type messages to this other tab, I can right-click right on top of that message, and all the way down here, I'll see two options. I've got Move to Other or Always Move to Other. Move to Other will one time send this message to that other tab, or Always Move to Other will send future messages from the sender to the other area. If I choose that option, I'll receive this warning message. Do you want to move all future messages from Conference Room A to the other tab? And yes, I do. And once I choose that option, that message and all future messages will be sent to Other. And that is how you can train your focused inbox. Now, if you decide that the focused inbox is not something that you enjoy, you can turn it off. Just go up to your View tab, and in that focused inbox group, just click on that Show Focused Inbox button to toggle this view on or off. But I'm going to leave it on for now. And that is how you can manage clutter or those automated email messages. Now, if you want to configure your junk email options, junk email, that's something a little bit different. By default, in Outlook, junk email filtering is turned on and set to the level of no automatic filtering, which means mail from block senders is moved to the junk email folder, or this one right here. If you want to add a sender to your block senders list, or conversely, add a sender to the safe senders list, the simplest way is to right-click on any email in your inbox or your junk email folder, either way, and towards the bottom of that right-click menu, you'll see an option for junk. Hovering your mouse over junk will pop out a submenu with a lot of different options. At the very top, you'll see the option to block that sender. Choosing that option will add that email address or that sender to your blocked senders list. Conversely, if you want to add that sender to your safe senders list, you can choose the option to never block sender. Now, if you are on an Exchange server, such like I am, and that sender is in your global address list, you might receive this message. The email address for the sender is internal to your organization and cannot be added to this list. By default, automatically, every single person in your Exchange account, all names and addresses in your global address list are automatically considered safe. So since Pierce Boyd is within my domain, there is no need for me to add him to my safe senders list. And that's all that message means. Now, if you want to change or configure your junk email filter options for members outside your organization, or just view your safe or block senders list from your Home tab in that Delete group, clicking on this button right here, your Junk button, all the way down towards the bottom, you'll see an option, Junk Email Options. Clicking on that will bring up this window. This window is your grand master view for everything junk email related. On that very first tab, you'll see all of the options for your level of junk email protection. That very first option, that is your default setting for Outlook, no automatic filtering. which will block mail from senders in your blocked senders list. You can also choose more advanced or more rigorous settings if you choose. You can choose low, which will move the most obvious junk email to your junk email folder. That's in addition to your blocked senders list. There's high, where most junk email is caught, but some regular mail might be caught as well. And then there's safe lists only. This one's very extreme, where only senders in your safe lists will be allowed through. Everything else goes to the junk email folder. You can also, in addition, check this option, which will permanently delete suspected junk email instead of moving it to the junk email folder. That's rather extreme, but is an option if so required. Now, moving right along, at the very top, there's safe senders. There's one right there. We can add additional email addresses or domain names here as well, or we can remove them just by selecting them and clicking the remove button. We can also check additional options such as always trust email for my contacts or automatically add people I email to the safe senders list. You also have a safe recipients list and a block senders list and an international tab. One more thing I want to point out is you can also import and export these lists using any of these buttons off to the right. So that is just a quick high-level overview of the options that you have available to you from this junk email options window. Be sure to look through them, ask your IT organization what their preferences are for your junk email settings, and here's where you go to set those preferences.